guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Deep breath. Just finished watching the match. Barcelona beat Real Mallorca by 1-0. The last few minutes we were defending for our lives, but in the end we got the 3 very important points. Puts us 5th in the league, 1 point behind 4th place and 2 points behind 3rd place. Huge victory, of course the first one of 2022, and the team today really put in a good performance. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was as follows: Ter Stegen in goal, a back 4 of Araujo at left back, Eric Garcia and Pique as the 2 center back, with Bengueta at right back, midfield 3 of Frenkie de Jong as the holder, Nico on the right and Ricky Puig on the left, and a front 3 of Elias Akomach on right wing, Jutla at left wing, and Luuk De Jong, the main man, the GOAT himself, up front. The team performance overall rating, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I felt like today they played more so of a 6. It was pretty average overall, but just gained the 3 points. Of course, we've been hit with COVID, with injuries. We have basically a B team here, and they played to win the 3 points, and that was the most important thing. First half, I think the first 45 minutes, very solid. We dominated the game, dominated the possession, the intensity, the pressure. Second half, there was a clear drop-off. Of course, Nico Bengueta went off with cramps. Shows how the team was pretty tired, but they stuck in there and they got all 3 points. I'm so happy. It's such a big win. But overall, in terms of, Xavi's tactics and play, very solid. Again, they were using those wingers, Bengueta and Araujo at the fullback position. Of course, their center backs playing there, doing well in the midfield. I think Ricky Puig played very well. Nico was solid, but Frenkie de Jong was a bit lackluster. I think Jerry and Eric Garcia at the back played very well as well. Of course, Ter Stegen in goal was solid. The way that Xavi set up, of course, was in the 4-3-3. They played very well. They kept all the battles in the middle of the pitch and then had that space open wide. That's where Mengueta's cross came in. He was wide open because Xavi had the ball in the middle of the pitch. Switched the play quickly. Mengueta crossed it in and Luuk De Jong scored a beautiful header. Overall, though, I'm more proud about the 3 points and the fight from this team, and that's why I gave them a total rating of 7 out of 10. Let's now get into the player ratings. We're going to start with the goalkeeper, Marc Andre Ter Stegen in goal. His performance was probably a 6 out of 10 overall during the game, but I'm giving him an 8. Superb. That last second save saved us 3 points. Any other goalkeeper in the world and that would have went in. Marc Andre Ter Stegen, Marc Andre Ter Spider-Man, my goalkeeper. What a save. Madre mia. Point blank, sticks his hand out quickly with those reflexes, makes the save. I felt like his distribution in this match was very good as well. First half, very comfortable. All the shots were on target, were just catches. Second half, they had a few that went wide, but he couldn't do anything about it. But when he was called upon in the 92nd minute, he made the save and he got us the 3 points. Not my man of the match. There's someone else that will be my man of the match. But Marc Andre Ter Stegen for me, superb today. 8 out of 10 for me. Into the center backs now. We're starting with Eric Garcia as the left center back. I will give him a very solid 7 out of 10. Played as almost as a midfielder in this game. He made so many runs in the game, and he was talking a lot with Xavi during the game as well. Xavi kept telling him to go forward, take advantage of those spaces. He did so very well. Defending wise, he was okay, but he didn't run that many aerial duels in this match in my opinion. Passing out from the back was also very solid. So overall for him, I will give him a very strong 7 out of 10. But my man of the match is his center back partner on the right hand side, Gerard Pique, El Capitano Jerry. What a performance. He was an absolute rock at the back. His aerial duels today won every single one. If we had, for example, let's say Lenglet and Eric Garcia, I think we would have lost that game. Pique's aerial duel winnings in this match won us this game. His last second defending as well, reading the crosses, reading the swept passes from Real Mallorca. My man of the match. What a performance from the captain today. He won us the 3 points alongside Marc Andre Ter Stegen in my opinion. Very solid performance from him, and overall gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Into the fullbacks now. We'll start with Araujo on the left hand side. Surprisingly, I thought he was going to start at right back, but overall for me, very solid 7 out of 10. I felt like his on the ball distribution wasn't that great, but his defending was very well. His aerial duels as well, he won a lot of those as well, and most importantly, controlling that left hand side. Of course, he had Jutla in front of him, very inexperienced, although Araujo is still inexperienced himself, but he's more experienced than Jutla. He performed very well for me, defended very well on the left hand side, and everything from Real Mallorca came down the middle. The fullbacks kept them very quiet on the width today, but Araujo, another strong performance from him, gets a 7 out of 10 for me. And at right back was Oscar Mengueta, same for him, gets a 7 out of 10 for me, mainly for the assist. What a cross. Despite him being open, having time and space, he crossed that to absolute perfection. And also defensively today, he played very well. I felt like his connection with Elias at right wing was very poor. They couldn't really, read each other's passes, but you get that with inexperience. I think Mengueta today was defensively very strong, and his cross for the assist was superb. So overall for me, gets a 7 out of 10. Into the midfield now, we'll start with the CDM and Frenkie de Jong. I'm a bit generous here. I will give him an average 6 out of 10, but if we didn't win this match, I would have given him like a 4 or 5. I felt like Frankie in this match did not live up to the expectation. He wasn't that great. I felt like his driving runs in the midfield were very well, which we saw, of course, when he plays at right center mid. Passing was very good, but for me, it was the tempo. It was the control of that CDM. We see Busquets played there, controlling the tempo, passing out left, right, wherever it may be, sending some players to the shop as well, with those fake passes, those crossbacks. We didn't see that with Frankie De Jong, and also he lost the ball a lot in the middle of the pitch as well, for me, in my opinion. Didn't think he performed that great today, so overall I will give him a 6 out of 10. On the right hand side of the midfield, it was Nico. Same for him. Didn't feel like he played that great in this match. I felt like he looked a bit tired from the get-go. Of course, he went off in the match with fatigue. He looked tired from the beginning, in my opinion. Of course, he made that beautiful run in the second half where he sent 2 players into, row Z. He did a beautiful feint. And I felt like today as well, same with, Mengueta. Didn't really connect well with, Jukla, Elias, Luuk De Jong, the players in front of him. He did, a few shots from outside the box, and Luuk De Jong didn't look too happy because he was open. Just, communication with the players today. In terms of, his role, the passing, the defending, he wasn't, that bad. So overall, I will give him a 6 out of 10. But the best midfielder in this match was no doubt about it, Ricky Puig. He gets a 7 out of 10 for me. I think he completed all his passes except for one today. He was superb. I tell you what, I think him and Busquets can make a great partnership in that midfield. I think Ricky Puig should play with Busquets more to learn from him. He has that, quality in him to make those turns, run into space, make those quick passes. He was superb at that today. I feel like he took his opportunity in the team very, very well today for Ricky. So overall for me, gets a 7 out of 10 and was the best midfielder today. Into the forwards now. We'll start with the right wing and Elias Akomac. I will give him an average 6 out of 10, probably being a bit generous there, but we won the game, so I don't care. I felt like in the first half, he looked very, very lively. He was attacking the defenders, had a few shots on goal. Second half, he was more so of an intense player, a running player to put pressure. They didn't really touch the ball that much, but again, Barcelona B player just coming in just to help out the squad right now. Did outshine me like Abdi? No, Abdi is way better than Elias, but Elias, you can see that potential with him. He just needs time, so overall, I will give him a 6 out of 10. And same with Jukla. I think Jukla, as that striker, is much better, but on the left today, didn't really do that great for me. He had a few shots again in the first half, like Elias had that one, I think 2 curlers in the first half. Second half, same with Elias, very, very quiet, was more so just pressuring, trying to get the ball back. Had a few touches here and there, but couldn't really connect with, Lenglet, Araujo as at left back. So he wasn't, given with the best tasks and the best players with him, but in the end, I don't think he performed badly, but more so the system didn't really fit him. The players around him weren't that great to help him out. So overall from him, I will give him a 6 out of 10. And lastly, the main man himself, the GOAT, Luuk De Jong. I was thinking of giving him a 10, but I'll overall give him a 7 out of 10. I felt like in the first half, he had 2 shots, of course, off the post and off the crossbar. That bicycle kick, man, if that went in, I would have went crazy. I would have given him a 10, no doubt about that. Even if we lost the game, it was a great bicycle kick. Second half, though, non-existent whatsoever. He had, he was winning a lot of the balls from Ter Stegen from those goal kicks, which of course he's pretty much there for, Luuk the Trunk. But second half for him, he was absolutely quiet, absolutely dead. He did some tracking back, so fair play to him, but of course got the winning goal, so I will give him a 7 out of 10. And lastly, the manager himself, Xavi Hernandez. I will give Xavi a 7 out of 10. Of course, field the team that we all expected. We couldn't really do anything else. In terms of subs today, you can't really blame him. Again, we have no one on the bench. You can only make subs for Barcelona B players, each of them. Then you can only have Umtiti and Lenglet to replace everyone else. Won't go in on him. And again, those performances from those substitutes and, give them that player rating. Probably give them all a 6 out of 10. I think it was Lenglet, Alvaro, and Pedrola, the winger, all came on, did what they had to do. But for Xavi, the most important thing, again, was to walk away with the 3 points. Of course, individually, Ter Stegen and Pique had a big role in that, but system-wise, he won the game in the first half with that Luuk De Jong cross. It was all worked by him. All the attack was down the left. Quick switch, Mengueta with the perfect cross as well. Luuk De Jong with the finish. I felt like Xavi had 2 hands tied behind his back trying to win this game, and he did so, and that was the most important thing for me, and of course, had some good rotation as well. Overall, Xavi for me gets a 7 out of 10. So that was my match review for Real Mallorca versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know, firstly, your thoughts on the performance. Secondly, your player ratings and your manager rating. And lastly, what do you think about this performance? Do you think it's more so get the 3 points and get out of there? Do you think this is more so to demonstrate what we're going to do in 2022? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Big win, take care, and Forza Barca.